What's going on, guys? So, as y'all know, we make decals on TikTok. Well, I don't make them. Maggie makes them. I transfer tape them. But we have to have a canvas. So our vehicles become our canvas. And as you can see, there's a ton of decals on here that are going to be removed. There's 4 on the back. There's 2 on the side. We're going to leave this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape all these off and show y'all how to remove decals the most effective way. In this is 1 part to 10 parts. It's 1 part baby soap to 10 parts water. You can do 1 part rubbing alcohol to 10 parts water, or you can just do a few drops of Dawn or baby soap, whatever it may be. I like to use Johnson & Johnson baby soap. It gives you a good sud, but not too many bubbles. So as you can see, there's still suds that allow it to glide. And the next thing you're going to need is something to dry it with. And the final thing is a brand new razor blade. That's what you need. Good sharp razor blade. Don't use a dull one. Don't use a used one. Get a brand new one. They're super cheap. Now we're going to keep this as flat to the glass as possible. They do make holders for these. I'll link them down in the description below. But this is going to be the key, is this nice sharp razor blade. You don't want to do this dry. You want some kind of a lubrication. You could use other things, but these are what we use and what we recommend. This will work on paint if you're very, very, very careful. On paint, I honestly suggest a hot method like a hair dryer or something without a razor blade. But if you're wanting to risk it, you can try it, but you will probably cut your clear. So just be careful. All right, the first one is just soak these decals. A hot day outside, just get them to cool off a little bit. Start with this football one that we're redoing. So gonna cut off the vinyl. We're not worried about the adhesive on the first pass. So we're gonna keep it nice and lubed up. I probably could add a little bit more soap to this mixture. All right, I got it peeled up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and yank it off. Bigger decals you can do this with. Ones with thick borders. Ones with thin borders, you're not gonna be able to do this. So like this boo over here, you're not gonna be able to just pull it off once you get it up. Now you could go ahead and yank them off when it's really hot outside. You could also do the trash bag method, which is where you take a black trash bag, some rubbing alcohol or vinegar, spray it, and then let it bake in the sun. But I'll be honest, that works better on tent. Now we've got the vinyl off, we're gonna go ahead and spray it down and scrape off the glue. So we're just gonna use this razor blade as a scraping tool. Keep it very, very moist, good and lubricated. If not, you could scratch your window. And I'll tell you what, windows are not cheap to replace unless it's a front windshield or a driver's side. Back glasses like this are extremely expensive. And if you feel like a burr on the razor blade, throw it out and get another one. Buy a 10-pack, it's like $4. All right, I think I've got a good majority of the glue off. Have a microfiber or whatever you're going to use to dry it. Go ahead and wipe it off. We got just a hair right there. I'll wipe off my razor blade. Don't do this unless you're confident you won't cut yourself. All right, there we have it. No more glue, no more decal, no residue. It's all off. You'll never know it was there. Now, if you've got it, go ahead and try it. If not, I'm gonna continue to do the rest of these decals. So stick around, we'll talk about some more stuff. Like that one was a thick wall. This one's thinner borders. This one right here in the corner is a pretty thick one, but with my fingernail I can't get it up. So for this one, I'm gonna use that and I'm just gonna peel it down as much as I can. You can peel it off. It does make the process a lot faster. But obviously something with all these little letters in it, you're not gonna be able to do like that. You're gonna want to use the razor blade the whole time. Uh, 5 minutes in. Like I said, if you're just removing the vinyl, you don't need a whole bunch of lubrication. It's when you get down to the adhesive, you need a lot. I'm just cutting off the tops. Pretty much just cutting the vinyl from the adhesive is what I'm doing. Now you're gonna see, like on this one, with all these little words and letters, and they're gonna get everywhere. They're gonna be a pain. You're gonna have little pieces everywhere. That's what we want to avoid, is having too many problems. So as we cut them off, we'll take them off the paint so they don't dry up and adhere back. I'm sure we're still recording. Yep, we're still recording. Cut those off. Take the vinyl off. Don't cut your seals. Almost did this then. You don't want to use the razor blade right here. All right. Now we got to remove this glue. Don't let that glue get on your paint or your seals, because when it dries, it's going to be a lot harder to get off. So once you scrape it, make sure you wipe it away. You'll see what I'm talking about when you do it. There's going to be a good little film spot of glue. There we go. Try not to make this video too long for you guys, but I want to show you all the proper way to remove decals and decal residue from your vehicle. If you've ever done window tint, you know this ain't nothing. Window tint's a whole lot worse without a steamer. And if you got a steamer will remove vinyl decals super easy too. Nice and flat. Like I said, I will link below a razor blade holder. It's really meant for tint, for scraping, because you're gonna scrape, you're gonna what is it on TikTok, the guy says, spray it, squeegee it, scrape it, or something, but it's the truth. You want a clean surface when installing, you do this method as well. If you're installing a decal and you know that there's some crud on the window, scrape it, squeegee it, get it nice and clean. Like I said, here we're just cutting the decal off because these are very small pieces. That's why whenever you have decals, if you got big border decals or big backgrounds or a solid image, it makes life a lot easier at removing. These little ones, it's probably going to take us about 15 minutes to remove all 6 of these decals. And then each one's just, a couple minutes depending on what it is. Remove all that off the paint so it doesn't dry while I'm doing another decal, because you'd hate to come out here after removing all these and you'd missed a piece and it's stuck. these will also stay on the concrete wherever you leave them, so be aware of that. All right, now we can remove all that glue. Get some more spray here in a minute. Might have enough to finish. We'll see. So, if y'all want to, if you've stuck around this long, go ahead and comment down below what kind of decal you're removing. Is it a funny one, a political one, a sad one, you know, it's a memorial sticker? If you need any custom vinyl decals made, hit me up. I'm always down to make some decals, and so is Maggie. All right. Wipe her off. Be the telltale if you missed anything. There we go. Those are all gone. Let's get these ones on the side real quick. See how long this video is for y'all. Oh, it's 11 minutes, like I said. Ain't too far. These ones are pretty big, so these ones come off real fast. Lettering in this don't part too close on fat might take a second, but this Oogie Boogie one won't be too bad. Oh, my HOA. Drop the razor blade. Once you drop it, you gotta check it for any kind of breaks or burrs. Last thing you want is to scrape your window. And one way to avoid dropping it in the first place is to have a holder. I've got one somewhere, I just can't find it today. Don't be scared to get it too wet. Like I said, lube is going to be your friend when removing decals with a razor blade. So don't be worried, especially if you got one of the holders. Take your time. Don't get in a rush. The last thing you want to do is put permanent damage on your vehicle because you're rushing. It's like that turn right there that I just did. If I had turned it down too sharp, I could have went right into this paint. That would not be fun. Like right now, I'm right on the edge of this window. I gotta be super careful, or else I could go into the paint. There we go. Perfect. What a difference that makes. Nice clean window, ready for new decals. No damage on the windows. Looks brand new. That's how it's done, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you have any questions, comment below.